Hello, and welcome. Welcome to Eyes of Faith with Michael Roy. Hey, thanks for tuning into the channel. God bless you. Well, again, this is a new week, and we're getting ready for a host of things that's happening regarding of course, the tariffs and deportation news and all of these things that are happening. I mean, abruptly, quickly, with great speed upon the Donald J. Trump. But that's not my topic today. If you haven't subscribed to Eyes of Faith with Michael Roy already, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed to Eyes of Faith with Michael Roy, please hit that subscribe button. For all that have already subscribed, I'm grateful, I'm thankful. Help us continue to grow this channel, grow this platform, that we can enlighten the minds of many against the corruption that's actually in this nation. Of course, and that's going to be my topic. I want to talk about today some disturbing things that I'm seeing in the news media, uh, in the culture at large. But I just want to talk about how the left-wing news media, it is using blacks specifically. They're using black people specifically to promote their left-wing agendas and their cultural issues. They're not using whites, they're using black individuals, whether it be black politicians, whether it be black educators, whether it be simply the host of MSNBC or CNN or NPR, whatever leftist media outlet it is. They are putting black people out front to, of course, discourage whites and non-blacks from criticizing them, but also to manipulate, to use psychological manipulation upon the black masses. Uh, we would say it's gaslighting or fear mongering, but I want to put it in its simplest terms. It's psychological manipulation when they use uh, unfounded information to try to say that President Trump is going to do things on a wholesale basis to deport black people. Now, these are things that I'm telling you that's in the news, and we're going to show some video that substantiates that I'm going to comment on it. But then others have said things like 78 million people voted. Did they know what they were voting for? Did they know what kind of mess they're getting themselves in? This is what a highly educated Princeton professor has said. These are supposedly very intelligent, educated, cultured, mindful black individuals, but yet they trumpet left-wing propaganda and old wives' tales, and purposely lie and deceive to try to smear Donald Trump and find any way they can to, I guess, what's the right word, knock his campaign, knock his administration off track. My first video, I'm going to show this woman. Her name is Symone Sanders-Townsend. And I'm going to let you hear the video, then I'm going to comment. But I mean, the woman's deranged. But anyway, I'm gonna cut away and let you hear it speak, because I can't deal with the style. But anyway, here we go. A host of MSNBC's Weekend Edition. Let me let you hear some of the foolishness in which she is speaking to America. And I believe this is directed specifically at Black America. Have a listen.
I've been talking about this all week, but Janae Nelson of the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, she penned an op-ed in The Nation this week. And her op-ed talked about that we think that democracies are the way they die is dramatically through these wars and blood is shed, and it's cinematic in a sense. But really, the realistic way in which democracies die is that it's dismantled brick by brick, piece by piece. And she says that what we are seeing now with the lawlessness from this administration are really the canaries in the coal mine gasping for air. I'm paraphrasing here. But to me, that is why Kilmar Abrego Garcia's specific case, the case of the gentleman who's a makeup artist out of California who was also sent to that prison, that is why the 75% of the folks who have been sent, the men who have been sent there that don't have criminal records, that is why this is so important. Because if they could do it to them, if they could snatch students off the street without any pushback or recourse, they will do it to any of us. To be very clear, it's going to be the people of color and vulnerable communities that are next in line.
I think that's right, and that's certainly part of why the African-American community is so strongly behind the supporting Kilmar.
Yeah, we're like, we are not for this.
Yeah, because as you just said, if they're going to whisk them away, what are they going to do with us?
So don't miss that. So what precipitated all this Kilmar Abrego Garcia, this thug, this gang banger, this wife beater, this felon from El Salvador, snuck into America and hid away and, began all kind of lawlessness. And through Trump's deportation orders, he was caught up. However he was caught up and shipped back to El Salvador. But because the Democrats have long been looking for some way to find some relevance since they lost to Trump, they've been trying to find any issue they can to light a fire up under their base and up under their supporters. They've been turning every stone, opening every cabinet. They just trying to find some way to find the chink in Trump's armor. And they think they found it with Kilmar Abrego Garcia. He was wrongly deported. He's trying to become an American citizen. He should not be deported. We got to go get him. Everybody, let's come together. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's get Kilmar Abrego Garcia back. Let's get him back. The Democrats have decided this the hill they're going to die on. This is the fight. This is a rally the truth. And they're going to go and get Kilmar Abrego Garcia out of El Salvador. A congressman went over there to talk to him, to try to get the El Salvadorans to bring him back to America. So this girl, this supposed black leader, this person who loves black people, they love pulling a race card, man. I tell you, they love it. She says, well, if they can do it to students and they can do it to Kilmar Garcia, then, they're going to do it to all the people of color. And you know what people of color I'm talking about. Then the guy says, yeah, they're going to talk about it. They're going to do it to us. Man, this is gaslighting. This is fear mongering. This is psychological manipulation, psychological warfare on the masses. We're not talking about the people who are reasonably educated, the people who have a sense of how things operate. We're not talking about those people. We're talking about regular, everyday people who are not aware of these things. They're trying to manipulate those people to try again to vilify Trump. He's a monster. He's going to kill all of y'all. He's going to put all y'all back in chains. He's going to deport all y'all. If they can do this to Kilmar Abrego, she says, they can do it to us. So we're next. Black people, you better wake up, because Donald Trump is going to send out an order to have your sons, your daughters deported. These people are some nuts. She's a nut. They're all nuts. Let me go to the next one real quick. Oh boy. You can't make this stuff up. They got to find these people to do this stuff. They got to hunt for these people to do this stuff, y'all. They do. They got to hunt for these people.
Deal with what
They got to
motivated
hunt
them.
for these people. Now, let me set this up. This guy is a professor at Princeton. He's a professor of course, professor of African American Studies at Princeton. His name is Eddie Glaude, Glaude, pronounced Glaude. And this highly educated doctor of philosophy who supposedly knows Black history, I want you to listen to the foolishness that this man is espousing. Just listen and we'll talk about it. Just listen.
Take for 78 million Americans to deal with what motivated them to make this choice. And the choice that they've made, we have to just be honest, is to literally throw the Republic into the trash bin. And this is just one example. The tariffs is another, right? They made the choice. Now, what was behind it? We have to grapple with it, because it's the snake, it's the beast coiled up in the heart, the bosom of the country, as Frederick Douglass said. And the fact that they are doubling down on this shows you what kind of human beings they actually are.
Say more.
We chose a felon who is interested in loyalty, who's more interested in retribution, who's more interested in grift than in democracy. And we chose a felon because we didn't want to elect a Black woman. So to read that, to actually explicate that, is to say we would rather destroy the Republic than for that to have happened. And until we grapple with it, there's no amount of protesting I could do. There's no amount of resistance that could come into play to actually force 78 million people to grapple with what motive. They don't know what it's going to take.
Wow. Let me say this. I'm going to say I feel sorry for this guy. This guy's a professor at Princeton. You spent all those years studying, educating yourself, only to allow CNN and others to play you for a fool. You're a sucker. You're selling out your own people for a couple of dollars. You know, everything you're saying is a lie. And again, he is being used as a young lady, Symone Sanders-Townsend, being used to try to put fear in the hearts of Black Americans. First of all, as he stated, 78 million people voted for Donald Trump. This educated man, educated Black man with a PhD, is actually saying out of his own mouth that the other 78 million people voted for Trump are some damn fools. They're stupid. They're deranged. Yet they support abortion. They support homosexuality. They support transgenderism. They support mutilating children. They support aborting babies in the third and fourth trimester. But the 78 million people that voted for Trump, they are crazy. Wow, man. This is so stupid. These people's minds are not there. Or what the Bible says, they have a depraved mind. This guy spent all those years getting educated, and he's just an educated idiot being used by the devil. And I want to show you what I mean by the left-wing media paying these people to puppeteer their trash, to manipulate, to use psychological manipulation on the Black community. Because listen to what she says. I'm going to show you a scene. She says, say more.
It's just coiled up
in
the heart, the bosom of the country, as Frederick Douglass said. And the fact that they are doubling down on this shows you what kind of human beings they actually are.
Say more.
Did you catch that? She said, say more. He was hired to come and spew poison and lies. He didn't go far enough. She said, say more. Give us more dirt. Smear him more. just pull him down. Let all the black people know that you, an educated professor at prison, a black man who understands history, that you are against Donald Trump and everything he's trying to do. Let them know how evil he is. She said, say more. And what did he do? He was thinking about that check and he started saying more. Listen to me, especially black Americans. We understand the game. People will send in spies, or people will hire those who try to pretend like they're like you to manipulate you. These people are paying blacks like this guy to pretend they care about you. When are we as black Americans going to wake up and see? She said, say more. Give us more dirt. Give us more trash. Which let me know. She was saying, listen, we hired you to do a better job than that. We need more. So, black Americans, listen. Quit listening to these people. Turn them off. They're stupid. They're being paid to lie. They're being paid to lie to you. He was trying to rev up some passion. Oh, 7 or 8 million people. I can't believe they just put themselves in such peril. What made them choose? It said that upwards of 20 to 25% of the black vote went to Donald Trump, which is the most votes of any Republican in, they say, 52 years. And he's saying, why did those black folks vote for Trump? I just don't understand. They just don't understand why the black folks voted for Trump. We voted for Trump because we were tired of your lies and the Democrats' lies and scheming and promises, only using our vote to enrich themselves. And now the black community has awakened to their lies and even now to this manipulation of MSNBC and CNN and others, other left-wing media that tries to manipulate the black community. We're tired of it. We're waking up, and your days are coming to an end. Yes, yes, yes. Black America is waking up. Black Americans are figuring out that, hey, Donald Trump, he's got a point. We don't need thugs and killers in our country. We don't need people who are willing to break the law and do what they want. Get them all out. They're taking our jobs. They're raping our women. They're killing our kids with drugs. They're getting drunk and running over people and then running back to Mexico. Get them all out. We're awakening. Look at Chicago. Look at other cities where they finally are waking up saying, you know what? They're waking up and saying, you know what? Them Democrats don't care. Them Democrats don't care anything about us, y'all. They don't care about us. Let's go and vote for Trump. So now, listen, Democrats, your grip on Black America, your stronghold on Black America is being loosened gradually. And you won't be able to do it anymore. These puppeteers that you guys are hiring to try to be Pied Pipers to lead black people astray. You want black people go on the streets and fight for you and shed their blood for you while you get a paycheck. Those days are over. Hey, this is the Out of Faith with Michael. If you like the video, give me that thumbs up. Either way, please like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. And watch out for these pimps for MSNBC and CNN. They don't care about black people. They just getting paid, y'all. Hey, God bless. Have a blessed day.